Hey everybody, this is Emily Whitney, and I just want to show you how you can sponsor somebody in Diamond Club if you are a leader and you have people on your team that want to do it. So you're going to go to doTERRA's homepage and log in. And then from here, it's easier if you log in here first, because if you go to the Diamond Club page, it will direct you back to this page. So then you're going to type in diamondclub.doterra.com. And it will take you to the Diamond Club portal. You should just be able to log in just because you have a doTERRA account. So the requirements for Diamond Club are they have to each month enroll 14 people, all new members. 2 of them have to be personal enrollments. The rest can be with other people on their own team. And then 100 PV enrollment order. And there's 4 classes a month. There's a couple of requirements for how to do it, how to have the class requirements, how to enroll them. So if you go to this mentor and sponsor, this is a list of people who are hoping that you will sponsor them in Diamond Club. So at the bottom, these are the people that have already been accepted. I've already accepted to sponsor them. It tells you where they're at, how many sponsors they have. Now you really want to try to have 4 sponsors if you can. There's spots for 3 sponsors, but if you can get 4, it just divides it up a little bit more. When they complete these requirements, what happens is doTERRA will cut them a check for $300, and it will take that $300 from the paychecks of their sponsors. Then if you're sponsoring someone, it'll take either $75 or $100 from your paycheck before it's paid to you, and that will automatically go to reimburse them. Now, if they don't enroll those 14 people, then they're not going to get that reimbursement, so it doesn't cost you anything. If they do enroll them and they're on your team, then that's going to add at least 100 points in volume OV to your overall volume. So 14 people times 100 is going to be 1,400 in volume. So generally supporting them is always a good idea because it grows your team in the big picture. You have somebody really working to try to help people enroll with doTERRA and be educated and move on. This is just one way that you can support your team and help them get a little bit of reimbursements for all their hard work. And then it always trickles back up to the leaders. The enrollers will get the fast start commissions on it, but even if you didn't enroll these people specifically, you still can get that overall volume that grows on your team that you'll get commission on for the long run. So if you look at this page, on the left, it'll say their name. It will say if they're approved or if they're in review. Usually in review will be approved. And then you can click on the sponsor thing. This says there's 3 that have agreed and they've asked 4 people to do it. Sometimes it only gives them 3 spots to put in sponsors so they can add a 4th one by emailing Diamond Club. But it's always ideal to have 1 more because then you split it up with other people so that it doesn't cost you as much. So you go on in and you can see who's approved. Everybody's been approved but me. And then they'll always have a mentoring one, and that person's going to help them out the most to accomplish their goals. Over here, you can click approve. If you're not willing to, then I would decline them so they can see your request. Although I'd hope that you would never decline anybody because it's such a good thing for your team. And even if they don't hit it, then it doesn't cost you anything, but they've worked really hard to get there. But if they do hit it, I think the bonuses are so big in the long run for just helping them out. Here, once again, there's 1 approved, 3 requested. If I click approve, it'll go on down to who I'm sponsoring. Now, if you look down here, it'll say how many mentors and sponsors there are. So some of these will cost me more because there's only 2 of us that have agreed to help. Now, the goal is hopefully that there's 4 of you, so it only costs you 25%. In the cases where there's only 2 of you, you can ask if they'll add 1 more person. Sometimes they have added 1 more person, and we're literally just waiting for that person to accept, and then they will show up here. Then when you want to track how they're doing, you can log back in. You can see what their standing is, how many months they're in, and just different stats. You can check on them in the couple months that it does it. It only lasts 4 months, so it will only go on for that long, and then they don't have your sponsorship anymore. Then if they do it again, they've got to start over and apply again the next time. You do have to hit certain requirements to be here, so a lot of people have worked really hard to get here. So I would just encourage you, if you have the ability where you can afford to chip in so that that cost stays low. You can also keep track of that and write it off at the end of the year with your taxes as money that you've donated back to help out with, and write that off as a business expense. And that's how you accept to be somebody's sponsor for Diamond Club. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.